Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's morning mindset. I'm Michelle Dale. We are here inside virtual co-working space, and it is still Mercury retrograde. We've got our final day today, but we're doing our oracle cards. So if you were not here for Mercury retrograde week, please do go back and check. We were talking about YouTubers who certainly influenced me and helped keep me on the straight and narrow, I guess, in a way. So yeah, check back on those videos. Today we've got our oracle card readings, so you can choose 1, 2, or 3 today. These are messages that we are sharing for the week ahead. Choose a number that resonates with you, and it can also, of course, be more than one if you feel pulled to listen to more than one card or more than one message. And even if you do find one that resonates with you and you didn't pick that number, it still could potentially be there for you. So use your instinct. What do we do there? Leave that like that. Okay, so 3 cards came out on the third one. Okay, so obviously we've got some messages here that we need to share. If you picked number 1, we are in a place of I don't know, I feel like someone's feeling a bit lost. We've got, I can follow the trails of good feeling thoughts. I can follow the trails of good feeling thoughts. But you see here, the first thing I noticed here was this labyrinth, this maze. And that's why I'm getting the impression that there is, like, I'm a little bit lost right now. I'm not quite sure what to do. I'm not quite sure which direction to take. And there's definitely an emphasis on following your instinct in this case. Most people have put anything that earns money in the category of the things that I have to do. Somebody's doing work and they're not feeling fulfilled in that work right now. And that is why the money often comes so hard. If you are wise enough to follow the trails of good feeling thoughts by deliberately looking for positive aspects along your way, you will come into vibrational alignment with who you really are and with the things you really want. And once you do that, the universe must deliver to you a viable means to achieve your desires. So you are heading on a certain path and you've gone down a certain road, but you are not feeling the fulfillment internally that you thought you might. And there's a bit of you that is feeling like, yeah, it's okay, but do I really want this? And trust those instincts. It's time to change direction. If I don't know whether you want to get out or you want to get in, because at the moment this is pointing in, but I feel like you're in there right now and you're like thinking, maybe I should get out. Like there's something that you're in, there's something that you've done, there's something that you're a part of, and you're thinking of moving out of that. And this is very much about trusting those instincts. If you feel it's not for you, then it probably isn't. And you probably need to look for another direction or choose another path or select another option. That was our number 1. Number 2, failure is simply learning what works and what doesn't. So if you resonated with number 2, there's definitely a lot going on. And I feel like there is this energy of, I'm going to persist. But you know, like when you persist from like a place of being uncomfortable, you're persisting in the wrong energy. So that persistence will keep coming up with more blocks and more blocks. It's almost like you need to take a little step back here because you like been running and action and I've got to do this and I've got to do that and that didn't work and I've got to try the next thing and that didn't work and I've got to try the next thing. I feel like this constant, like there's this energy of like it's a race with you. It's like the hare and the tortoise. And this is definitely saying, the hare right now is making a lot of mistakes, but the tortoise is not. So it's time to kind of step back a little bit. And like I really do feel that there is a lot going on. Failure is simply learning what works and what doesn't. So don't beat yourself up. Don't think to yourself, oh, that should have happened. you basically got to be in this space of it needed to happen. Things needed to happen in order for you to learn from this and to get to the next place. But rather than jump into the next thing and the next thing and the next thing, after you do something, you've got to take stock of that and think, what can I learn from this, and what would I have done differently, and how can I shift that into my next attempt? But don't give up. That is the message. Do not give up. Number 3, we have, very interestingly, 3 cards that came out, so I have to honor these and trust these. We had one come out in reverse, and we had 2 come out initially. So if you picked number 3, I'm going to go with these first ones because I feel like the third one is a bit of an anomaly. We've got begin and persist. So this is obviously the start of something, the start of I'm sensing like a new project, but you're in this energy of, you know, should I do it? Should I not do it? Is it the right time? And if you're wondering whether it's a timing thing or you're waiting for something to occur, like, oh, I'll start that project when this is out the way, or I'll do that when this is finished. It's basically telling you now is the time, you have to start now. So may you start as if you already begun, as in just act as if right now. And this is what we talk about a lot in terms of scripting and being in alignment and making sure you've got your ducks in a row. But it's saying just do it, like, and stop overthinking it. Like there's a huge energy of overthinking. And then persist. May your ripples build the swell. So this is about saying you don't have to be an all or nothing type of thing here. It's like, yes, I'm starting. Yes, I'm doing it. Yes, I'm making this commitment to myself, to my goal, whatever it is that I want to start. And I am going to persist by taking small steps each day towards it. And I am not going to reverse back out of it. So there's an energy here of definitely like guides wanting you to start something. And they're like, why are you not doing this? Like, why are you holding yourself back? Why are you not moving forward? Why are you not going in this direction? And there's very much an energy of it needs to just start. Like, don't worry about like everything has to be perfect. It's like it doesn't. And the energy is really about pushing you to just do this and take that leap and move forward. Begin and persist. Begin and persist. Nikki said, gosh, I'm feeling all of these this morning. They feel very connected. Yes, I was thinking that too, actually. And it's interesting because we had a card come out and we had it flip. So the card that came out, which flipped, is the card of curiosity. May you open and explore. And I don't know if this is part of the begin and persist, but I feel that, again, somebody is in an energy of, I don't really want to open a can of worms. Like, yeah. It's that kind of like, do I start that? Do I go down that road? Especially if it's something that feels very different and feels very new. And it's funny because normally I'm not somebody who tends to read into non-possibilities, but I'm feeling like there's somebody here who wants to do something, but again, it's like that. It's going to open up a can of worms. Like, is it going to rock the boat, or is someone going to feel upset? So this is a very different energy to the others. And I would say that this is disconnected from the begin and persist. But yeah, if you're feeling curious about something, the message is curiosity killed the cat. In this particular instance. So if you are feeling like, I want to check that out. It's almost like, you know, that feeling of, shall I check out that person's phone, or shall I investigate this, you know, like doing something a little bit underhand, I suppose, in a way. It's very much a case of curiosity killed the cat. You probably will not like what you're going to see if you're going down that road. That was very different energy, and I feel that that was very separate, and that's for someone very specific. But in the general sense, the general energy is about moving in a different direction, about understanding and knowing that nothing has to be perfect. And when you go through and you find that something hasn't quite worked because, oh, it wasn't perfect, then that is just the process of perfection. So keep telling yourself, everything's perfect, everything's perfect, and just keep telling yourself that. And when you discover something or you find something that didn't quite work out, you know, just keep telling yourself that that's part of the process, that's part of the development process. And it's very, very much urging, begin and persist. Now is the time. It's time to move forward, and it's time, this time it's like, don't let go. Like, don't let go of the rope this time. Hold on to it. Yeah, don't let go of the rope. Keep holding on, keep moving forward, and just stay the course. Go the distance, stay the course. Interesting. Well, that was good. Thank you so much, guys. That's this week's messages for you. I hope you found those helpful. And it's really interesting because on the next card there, the next one that was coming out was this again, this maze. This like kind of like I've lost my direction and I don't know which way to turn. Okay. So now we're going to get into our daily accountability. Don't forget, I will be back here again on Sunday with you for another morning mindset. But in the meantime, thank you, Karen. It was always very interesting for me doing these. And I always wonder who they're applying to, and I get curious about what, you know, like what the scenarios are and things. So we're going to do our daily accountability. Get your journals at the ready, everyone. This is non-negotiable. Let's focus on our goals and start the day positively. Thank you so much, guys, and I shall see you back here on Sunday. Have a wonderful weekend ahead. Take care. Before we begin, don't forget you can join me live online inside Virtual Co-working Space at www.virtualmissfriday.com/VCS. If you enjoy this session, give it a like. I'd love to hear from you, so write me a comment. And so you don't miss any updates, don't forget to subscribe. Let's begin. So now we're going to look for the positive with our gratitude. First, we'll spend 1 minute thinking of the day before. Thinking of all the things that happened, reflecting on work, interactions, relationships, memorable moments, and more. Now you'll write one thing down minimum that you're grateful for. You can, of course, write down more. Something good, something that went right, a small moment or a big win. The more you search for things to be grateful for, the more you will experience things to be grateful for. Now we're going to read out your goal. Make sure your goal is written down in a journal or somewhere you can easily access it. Read your goal now, ideally out loud, and commit to this goal. Believe it will happen. And by reading this daily, the universe knows clearly what your goal is, and the things begin to shift in the direction of your goal. Follow your instincts when this happens by taking action.
Now you need to see your goal in visualization. Spend this minute thinking about the goal in your mind. See yourself taking steps towards the goal, or even better still, see yourself having already achieved the goal. Close your eyes and go there. Step into the feeling, step into the place, step into the accomplishment. And finally, it's time for your most important task. Set this task for today and make it relating to your goal. This could be something small like sending an email, recording a video, or making a phone call, or it could be bigger. Either way, one task a day is one step forward, and those steps will add up. Do what you can from where you are now. Set the intention, and the action will carry you towards your goal. Well done you for completing your daily co-create session. Have a fantastic day ahead, and I'll see you next time.